And already the divine presence is amplified upon the sacred ground where you find yourself within this sacred space, in this joining of hearts and minds together, bringing forth the legions of light from all dimensions and all realms. For this is a group that has been established, anchored more deeply, and expanded into bringing forth the higher realms of light onto the planet. And as such, the devotion and the dedication to those souls and hearts that come week after week with purpose, with mission, and in service, anchors a deep rooted platform of light, so that when the time comes of this great gathering in its cycle, this platform of light is already established. It is a cornerstone, unmovable, unshakable, in anchoring light through the planet and beyond. And so it is upon this cornerstone of light that we start to serve in our unique and highest capacity as light workers and star seeds, as travelers and wanderers, as great seekers, as philosophers, as theologists, as the multitude of different experiences we have gathered through many lifetimes, to come into the understanding of the human journey, to come into the understanding of the wider and grander history, to come into the understanding of our own part in the expansiveness and the wondrous of this eternal, forever creational process of which we are a part. And here we are at this divinely appointed time in this moment from all of that sojourn, lifetime after lifetime upon this planet and on other planets and in other realms and other expressions, that all of this galactic journey brings us to the moment where we find ourselves in this eternal now, serving on this platform of light, that we are truly the great harbingers of light, that we are the anchors of the light, that we bring in the soul and galactic memory of the vastness of creation, that it is in our very DNA, coded within the electromagnetic field, harbored and sanctified within the divine presence within us. And as we are here in this sacred divine moment, those parts of ourselves that have been nurtured and tended to for eons and eons and eons of time now come to its ripeness and its fruition. And we as souls are eternal and strong and youthful and forever. And it is part of this dynamic we tap into, for we transcend physical, mental, and emotional bodies. We are the soul's journey. We are the ones who come and have made a galactic promise to the divine in this eons of time to bring forth a great and grand event. And as we come together and others around this sacred planet and in other energetic fields of higher dimensional realms, beyond our planet and into other planets, all sharing not only our central sun of our own logi, but for all those planets and celestial bodies that harbor consciousness, that harbor life around their suns and their logi. For it is all these logis and all these suns of these celestial beings of consciousness, each holding its own variety of life expression of the divine, that move around the great galactic mother. And it is the galactic mother that is getting ready to give a great galactic birth, a new octave, a new horizon, a new vision. For the energies of the great in-breath is upon us, the in-breath of the divine, pulling now once again, drawing forth back into the source of all that is. And so we are in the divine flow of this sacred journey. It is all of our experiences, all of the lifetimes, all of our galactic experience to bring us to this point for the great in-breath of the divine, back to source. And in the journey back to source, there is a new creational octave that takes place. Understanding, beloveds, that your roles move on into eternity, and that it is you that are great co-creators of new worlds, of new creations. And so all of this experience, all of this interdynamics of all the different experiences of planes and realms that you have come from has brought you to this moment of this great and grand event. For it is of great blessing when there is the quantum, when there is the leap, when there is the graduation to a new octave through its 7 levels, coming into a graduation of profound blessing, expansiveness, and great and grand opportunity for more creational worlds. And the creational worlds that bring forth now that our heart's desire is one of peace, one of stabilization, one of perfect balance. For it is us that have brought the memory of the paradise worlds, the upper worlds. We remember these worlds. We are in these worlds and were there more fully. But we have agreed to bring this knowledge to those worlds disconnected from the memory, disconnected from the great Adman Kadmon of the divine human and the role of being creator and guardian of life. And so here we are on this platform of light, gathered together in one singularity of higher service in the re-remembering of who we are and what we are, our purpose, and to bring forth once again our abilities and our power, to come back once again into the fullness of truly who we are and what we are capable of doing. And it is in this commitment, in this love for the divine, it is in this memory of the higher paradise worlds, it is this longing that continues us on our path of light, on our path of service. And as we walk through a material world, experiencing the physical, the mental, and the emotional imbalances, experiencing the miscreations, indeed, the challenges of forgetfulness and ignorance and fear. We come together as a bright, shining star that sheds light into the darkness, that brings forth the clarity of day and the re-remembering of the human kingdom of its Adman Kadmon roots, to bring forth once again the cosmic memory of the human kingdom upon this earth and align it with the higher purpose of the original thought of the divine. And it is this that we do to bring forth our journey back to the source, as we move through eons of time, cycles, as we move through planetary being and multi-dimensional being and multiple worlds. And gradually, as our cosmic memory returns, and it will, and it does, and gradually, as our interconnectedness with the higher parts of ourselves, the expansiveness of what we are a part of, begins to settle in more deeply into our physical, mental, and emotional expressions, we become sure-footed on our path of light. We become clear and attuned as to where we are going and what we are doing. For we come with the backing of the family of light, the Ami Shaddai, our tethering to the higher parts of ourselves and the upper worlds are stronger and intertwined and now unbreakable. So we move forward with assurance, with power, with understanding and wisdom. And we commit to be that light to the world. We commit to be that shining star that guides. We commit to be that radiant light that illumines the darkness. And we commit to be that channel, that point of contact from the higher worlds through you into this world. And so we breathe the sacred and holy in-breath and out-breath, anchored in this platform of light, And we see what comes before in our spiritual eye is a great and powerful chair. It is a chair that is held in the Seraphim, the holy sacred angels around the throne of God. As in the Ark of the Covenant, this chair holds their symbol. And this chair is golden, and it emanates golden light. And the chair is there, inviting us to come and to sit onto this chair of great glory and eminence. And so we walk individually to this chair, but this chair has our name on it. It is the chair that holds the higher garment, the higher self. And we are now invited to sit upon this chair of light, of power, of illumination, and great wisdom. And as we sit on this chair, as we put our arms on the armrest and as we become comfortable in it, the seraphim, the mighty ones, their presence is here. And as we continue to use our power in positive, loving, and supportive ways, we draw upon the angelics and we draw upon the mighty seraphim that are now here again in this cycle of time. For they are very connected to this world. And the time has come through the prayers of those who hold love, peace, and balance in their hearts, that there would be the cycle of time of their presence more profound upon the earth. And so they are here once again, connecting to the children of light upon the earth, to give of their mighty presence, their mighty power, their mighty support. And so we simply start by taking the invitation to sit in this chair. And as we sit into the chair, we allow our consciousness to expand in all directions, the past, the present, and the future, knowing that it is all one. And we become comfortable in this level of frequency and consciousness awareness. We can reside in this chair even as we walk a physical, mental, and emotional world. We can reside in this chair that ignites our memory as to who we are, what we are, and why we are upon the earth. And we become more comfortable in this chair. For it is a magnificent chair with your name on it. Its beauty is beyond description. And we look at the symbol of the seraphim, their mighty wings. And we bring to mind the holy angelics of the seraphim, those, the highest angelics, that sing around the throne of God. And we make our connection with them. And we begin to experience a resonant feel with their power and their love. We sense a sense of humbleness and gratefulness as we sit in this chair, as we become more comfortable in it, as this chair ignites our cosmic memory, as it empowers us, brings us clarity, a stronger connection to higher guidance and wisdom. So we walk the path of light, sure-footed, in clarity, in balance, and in peace. We take these few moments here now simply to sit in this chair as we remember our commitment to our Earth Mother and beyond, to the very logi of our own central sun, to the very galactic mother, our own Hunam Ku, our Milky Way galaxy. We expand our consciousness in all directions in the remembering of who we are and what we are, and our connection to this planetary being, to the great Logi central sun, and to our galactic mother. With each and every single in-breath and out-breath, we become more relaxed and surrender into the comfort of this chair, this divine chair that ignites our cosmic memory, that activates the sacred codes we hold within our own DNA. That begins to unlock time locks, now ready to be opened. And we feel the love and the nurturing of the great Seraphim, for they are love, they are service to the divine. And we sense this sense of praise, of joy, of honor, and of gratitude. And as we are in this state of peace and balance, of joy and bliss, gratefulness and humbleness, beyond descriptions and words in this connection of light, We hold within our spiritual eye our sacred Earth Mother. We are here upon this throne, this chair, connected to the throne of God through the Seraphim. We are here because of her. And so very clearly we use our power of co-creation through the power of visualization. We see her clearly in our spiritual eye as she is suspended in space. We see this beautiful pearl, this blue pearl on the edge of the Milky Way arm. Precious, important. And so as we are experiencing this great power that surges through us, this love that surges through us as we become one with this chair of light, of power, of wisdom. We hold her in our spiritual eye. As we experience these energies, we send it to her. And now, as much as we would want to stay in this endless, boundless love, we know that we must return our consciousness fully into our physical, mental, and emotional bodies, for there is much to be done. And so before we get up from our chair that connects us to the throne, that connects us to the Seraphim energy, we immerse ourselves in it totally and completely. Feel its energy signature, for it is ours uniquely to us. And it is a place of respite, empowerment, and nurturing. But we know it is time for us to get up, and we do. We look at the chair one more time in its beauty and know our connection to it, and thereby to the great Seraphim and to the divine throne of God. And we walk back now in consciousness to our physical, mental, and emotional body, even as all those who have been part of this draws in their electromagnetic field as we continue to draw in ours. Back again upon the platform of light, where light is our substance and is our cornerstone of our life. We carry light with us all the time. Our ability to hold light continues to expand, and we easily integrate it into our day-to-day life. And on the count of 3, we will intend to be back, awake, and fully alert and grounded. 1, 2, take a deep breath in. And 3, we are back, awake, we are alert, and we are grounded.